Hello and welcome to this video, guys, where I want to talk to you about time and how time is the most precious resource we have. So let's just get straight into it and talk about how our greatest enemy since we're born is time. Since the moment we're born with a certain amount of time that we cannot waste in nonsense, because time is never going to stop for us. Time is always going to keep going. Every minute counts. We never know how long we're going to live. We don't know how much time we have. That's just a fact. We don't know how much time we have. We don't know how much time the people around us have, how much time we're going to spend with them. So time is a very precious thing. And as a person that's part of the normal workforce, like not rich, not completely poor, but right in the middle class, time is of the essence. A lot of businesses, corporations want to take your time. They want to take all your time, but they don't want to pay what it's worth. Time is the most precious thing in the world, and they want to pay you minimum wage for it. They want to take all your time. They want you there 8 to 10 hours a day, and they want to take all your time. And they want to pay the minimum for that time, which is wrong in my eyes, because time is precious. So they want to make the most out of you. So a lot of this has to do, I'm going to talk about the life of a working person and the life of a gamer, because I consider myself both. So the thing about it is, time is of the essence, and nobody respects our time. Nobody respects our personal time. The richest people in the world, the most valuable thing they have is time. With their money and their wealth, the most valuable thing they have is not their cars, it's not their businesses, it's not nothing of that. What the most valuable thing they have is their time. Their time to do anything they want. The time to spend with their family, or their time to go out and play golf because that's just what they want to do. The time to be free. The time, they don't even look at the clock. They're like, you know what? I have all the time in the world, because time is money, and they have all the money in the world. So that means they have all the time in the world. They could do as they wish. That's the most valuable thing. Time. Time to do as you wish, when you wish. You know what? I gained a few pounds. I'm gonna go out and buy new pants. I don't have time to be washing them. I don't have time to. No, I just go, and money is time. Time is money. And they do not want to pay us the proper wage for our time. Because in reality, we're exchanging our time, and some of us, our time and our skills, for a living wage. Or if sometimes even better, we want to succeed. So the problem with this, and gaming suffers from this too. Why? Because there's a lot of games that they create specifically to waste our time. There's a lot of games that are created to be grindy and time consuming and very tedious. And that, to be honest, that's not fun. That's not fun. So here I am spending the money I earn with my hard earned time. You understand? So I exchange my time for money, and then I'm buying games for this big corporations that don't respect my time, just like the corporations I work for don't respect my time. So here I am buying games that don't respect my time, wasting my time, being bored, wasting my time, wasting my money. Either way, sometimes it gets to the point where they expect you to care. They expect you to care about the corporation you work for. They expect you to care about supporting this gaming company. And I'm like, why would I care? Why would I care? That's the main issue. Why? I'm here and I'm not here just because I want to be here. Because to be honest, we don't want to be at work. That's the truth. We don't want to be there. We have to be there because we got bills to pay. And if you're a person who don't care, then you don't pay your bills. Simple. But if you're a family person, you work, and in your head, you're not working for the corporation or the company. You're working for your family. I'm here because I'm providing for my family. I'm working for them. I'm not working for the corporation. The corporation is just what provides me the money I need to provide for my family. So, how do you expect me to care when sometimes they put you, they want you to work every day, multiple hours a day, even put more hours than you necessarily have to. They they threaten your job because they know you depend on it. So they threaten you with, oh, then if you don't do this, you might lose your job. You might lose your job. Always under threat of losing your job. So by not doing and following what they say, you're in threat of losing everything. How is that fair? So now you're doing so much more for the minimum wage they give you. So they don't respect your time. And then you have those bosses that are old, that have been in the company for their whole life. And they expect you to be like them. They're like, don't you want to be like me? And I'm like, what? A old man hunched over a desk with a bunch of paperwork, stressed out, that it's almost with one foot in the grave, that spend their whole life without their family, dedicating their whole life to this company, so the company and the guys above can make all the money. You understand? Why do I care? I don't want to be you. No, I don't want to waste my whole life hunched over an office making money for somebody who's out there in a yacht that doesn't even care who made this money for him to begin with. They don't even know your name. And if they do, it's for self-interest. Just to you become a dog. A dog in the way that you like a dog, you're always trying to please your master, and every time your master says that's a good boy, you shake your tail, and that's enough for you to keep going for another year. Like, we're not dogs, we're not animals, we're people. We're people with families that we care about. We're people that want to spend time doing things we want to do, just like everybody else, just like the rich. You understand? We want time to spend doing things we want. Maybe today I just wanted to sit on my couch and binge a series. Is that so bad? You understand? Maybe I was sick and I felt terrible and I couldn't get off of bed. They don't care, so they expect me to care about their corporation and their overlords and their yachts and how much money they made, and they always want more and more and more of your time, more money every time, every month. We have a higher goal. Where's all this money gonna come from? Just doesn't matter. And if we don't have it, we'll lay you off. And that's just how it works, and just how it works in gaming. In gaming, you sit there and you spend your money, and then they make you grind. Oh, it's grind so many levels. Grind for gear, grind for items, and they make it this huge slog with 100 microtransactions where you could save time by purchasing all these time savers, all these conveniences. I remember a time where I could just play a game. I could just play a game, and the game, a lot of games were broken, but I loved it. I enjoyed it. They were fun. I wasn't worried. It was so refreshing. And yes, games now have positive things. Like if it's broken, they could fix it. Balancing and this and that. But sometimes they do updates that make things even worse. Like, how many times does your phone do an update and all of a sudden now it's broken? Well, are updates helping? You understand? So the thing is, time. Time is of the essence. Time is precious. All we want in life is time. We want time to grow. We want time to learn, time to experience. And if we don't have time because all these corporations enslave us with their with their ways, they enslave us with everything they want us to do that consumes all our time. It consumes all our time. We have that. I know people out there that only have time to sleep 4 or 5 hours. You can't even sleep. That's how much time they take. And the cost of living keeps going up and keeps going up. So we need more work because we need more money. And the thing is, they don't pay us enough. So we have to work more and more and more, taking all our time. So a lot of people don't even have time to see their children. A lot of people are surprised, like when they see them again, and they're like, it's almost as if I was never here. All of a sudden, you're a grown adult, and you have no connection with your children. You have no connection with your family. All your family knows about you, all your kids know about you is that he was working. He was a good provider, but do I know that person? No. They don't know you at all. You were just a shadow, a provider, a person who existed. And, a lot of people in Japan and countries like this that overwork their people, that's what they are. They're just a bunch of shadows, a bunch of people that just exist for existing. Their companies they work for take all their time. They don't have personalities. They're just life is gray. Life is just gray, and they just exist in this limbo where they don't even know what was the point of it to begin with. They lost all their dreams. They lost all their aspirations. They're just there, and to me, that is a huge problem. And in gaming, sometimes we feel this way too. Sometimes we feel like, why am I playing this game? I'm not having fun. I'm not having fun. Let's give an example. The recent Diablo 4 game. The big controversy was you play the game. The game, I considered the game to be great. I played the whole game. I reached the end. I finally got that gear I was so hard trying to get. And then they started a new season and they expect me to throw it all in the trash and start all over again. I'm like, are you serious? I don't got time for this. This is just wasting my time. You want me to do everything all over again? Everything I already did all over again. And again. And again. And again, just like a job. You go, you do the job, you do the job. You go, let's say you work like me. I work in retail. And I get there and I have a whole bunch of pallets of merchandise and I get the merchandise out. So at the end of the day, there out of 5 pallets or 6 pallets, I end up with 1 pallet at the end. That's the leftovers, and I'm like, all right, job well done. I'm good to go. And then tomorrow, I get there again, and guess what? I have another 8 pallets, and I get to start all over again. And the repetitiveness just melts your brain, and you start losing sight of what's the point. It's just repetitiveness. They don't. A lot of these companies don't even tell you you did a good job. A lot of these games don't even give you a decent reward. Here you are spending all your time and effort giving them your money because you want to have fun and be entertained and not think about work. And here they are, and they don't even give you enough of a reward for taking all your time. They, it's just not worth it. A lot of these are not worth it. That's why when games like Helldivers came out, it's so much fun, and I don't feel like I'm wasting my time because it's a co-op game. I'm spending time with my family, and we're having hell of a fun, and we're making moments, and it's chaotic, and that's a game that is completely worth my money. I'm like, yes, yes, please, more of this. This is exactly what I wanted in my life, especially to not think about how hard life is in general. You understand?
Okay.
Another thing is, um, my hands are affected. I work a lot in freezers and coolers,
Okay.
and I lift a lot of heavy stuff, so my hands are affected by my nerves. My hands numb, they get numb, my nerves tingle, I lose all sense in my fingers, which is terrible, especially if you're a gamer. You're trying to sit down, play your game, and your hands go numb, and it feels so weird and terrible, and you can't do nothing, and all of a sudden you see yourself affected for life. You see yourself affected. Why? Because you were working. You were working, and these companies that, they don't care. They destroyed my hands. It affects my daily life. I had to take pauses during the day to give a break so I could get my senses back in my hands. And that's just a consequence I'm going to have to pay for life. I'm always going to have this. And do they care? No, they don't care. It's just a consequence that I had to pay for being a hard worker. That's it. It's just something I gotta carry for the rest of my life. Are they gonna compensate me for destroying my hands? Are they gonna pay me more because they destroyed my nerves, and now it affects my personal life forever? Which I gotta take pauses. Everything I do in my life, I gotta stop what I'm doing. Literally taking my time from me when I'm not even at work. So work is actually still taking my sweet time. So the key thing about all this is that we need to work. And I am a person that I do a good job. I am very dedicated to be a perfectionist. And I do what I have to do and I'm good at it. I In my particular field, which is retail, I do anything and everything. I do everything. And I master every area and everything. So I'm very needed. I'm very high in demand because I'm a good worker. But what do these companies do? They take people like me and they exploit us. Exploit us. I said, I'm telling you.
Oh God.
How do they pay me for being a good worker? Well, they don't let me rest. You understand? They want to take full advantage of me. They just
Oh, that's
give me
crazy.
more. And in one side, they're like, but we're rewarding you with more hours, which is more pay. You understand? And how about rewarding me with respecting my time and paying me more and giving me less time, but I get paid more? That's how you could respect me. That's how you could show that you care. But no, they want to increase maybe $1, and they want to, okay, that increase of dollar, now you get 3 times the work. So they exploit the hell out of me. They give me, instead of having 2 days off, they give me 1 day off. They expect me to work every department whenever they desire now. So the fact that I offered the assistance now is an obligation. Now I'm obligated to do these things because now they know I could do it,
God damn.
and they don't have to pay anybody else to do it because they have me. So they exploit the hell out of me. So here I am putting a whole bunch of effort in to have a safe position. So I am not easily replaceable, and therefore I don't have to worry
Wow.
because they will threaten you any chance they get to lose your job because they know your life depends on it. They don't care. They don't care if your family is gonna go hungry. They don't care if you can't afford your next rent. They don't care. What they care is about making money for their corporate overlords
Oh
that
yeah.
seem to rule over their life. I don't even understand why they can't see that they're trapped. But everybody lives their own life. What I'm complaining about is my life. You understand? And how these companies don't respect my time. And I put a lot of effort into my gaming as well. I try to be the best I can, and I want to min-max my gear, and I want to be the top of the top, and I want to prove to myself that I am the best. And what do these corporate companies do in gaming? They take all my effort and they make it insignificant, and they keep coming out with more solutions to make my progress slower, my progress more grindy. They come out with stuff that I have to work for. Oh, you got there, now we put something even so high, you will waste years trying to get there. And gaming feel sometimes, to be honest, gaming feels like a job. So it's very nice when we get a nice, refreshing, fun game that I don't have to take serious. That I don't have to take serious. Because in general, life, they you have to take life so serious, and every corner you take, there's no time to breathe, there's no time to sleep, there's no time to spend doing anything you want. There's just no time, and time keeps leaving and flying us by. But the little time we do have, the little time we do have to spend doing things that we do, well, we cherish. At least I cherish. I really enjoy the small moments, the little moments in time where I could spend time either with my family or doing whatever the hell I want. I really, and this is gonna sound crazy, but in the pandemic, we had a little bit more time. And in one hand, things were difficult, but at the other hand, I had a little bit more time, not only to spend with my family and do as we wish, but we also, I also personally got to go in and play some of the longest games like Skyrim. I played Skyrim VR, and I had all the time in the world, and I went in there and I was completely immersed, and it was amazing. It was one of the most amazing things I did, and the reason I managed to have that experience was because I had time. So time is very important. How you spend your time, what you choose to do with your time. Don't let people waste your time. Find a balance, especially when you're young. Put that effort in school. Put that effort in, because the effort you put in the beginning, that means the rest of your life you'll have time. Now, if you're a slacker, if you decide to skip school, if you decide not to do things at the beginning, then the rest of your life you'll be paying for that because you won't have time. So time is precious. And that's basically the message I want to give you guys in this video. Don't waste your time. Make the right choices. Don't be a slave to these corporations. And I understand that sometimes we don't have a choice. And to be honest, they're never going to understand. They're never going to respect our time. And it's just the world we live in, the corporate capitalism world we created, or our ancestors created, and now we're paying the consequences. There's not much we could do, but I appreciate you guys for hearing all this. And if you did agree in any way, please tell me below your experience in life and how your time is going. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye. Hey guys, this is future me editing the video. Just came back and want to leave this message at the end saying I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for all the support. And if you made it this far in the video, please leave a like, subscribe. I'm so happy how my channel is doing lately. This is kind of amazing. I never thought that, like, I'm saying this and I only have like slightly less than 200 subscribers, but it still feels amazing that people actually care. thank you guys for your time, because obviously I was talking about time in this video, and you guys are awesome for dedicating some time to listen to a guy like me talk about time. Thank you guys. Please leave a like, subscribe, like I said. I appreciate you guys so much. And now, just like always, I'm starting to get ready to go to work. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Prove to yourself that you have the strength and the courage to be free.
Join, become a hero. Become a legend. Become a Helldiver.